This is Tim Willis, and I haven't recorded any videos in a while, things going on live, and I'm going to be switching up the channel just a little bit here. It's still going to be focused around ClickFunnels and Click Designs as our main funnel editor and graphics editors, but I'm going to be probably not being specific to ClickFunnels as much, because at the end of the day, ClickFunnels is a tool, and there's other ones you could be using like Go High Level or System.io that have a lot of the same functionality. Of course, they each have their own individual little bells and whistles, but a lot of this stuff is the same. And so going forward, we're going to be looking at a lot of like applications or information sources that are going to be more general to funnel building, and also looking at breaking down what people are doing with their funnels to see what they're doing. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be looking at a site by Dan Henry. Now, if you're familiar with Dan Henry, you know he's quite an interesting guy. He's not a woo-woo guy. I once saw a video with Dan Henry. He almost said the word manifest, but then he choked before he could get it out. So he's very much a straightforward facts and data kind of guy. And so we're looking here at a screenshot of one of his recent promotions for something called Money Tales, which was how to use stories to generate income. And I am on his email list. This came through the email list. He also runs Facebook ads, and so you could probably have found it that way while he was running this promotion. Another thing about Dan Henry, at least recently, he has been favoring low ticket items, and the reason he does that, if I can get in his mindset a little bit, is he puts them out as a low ticket item initially, see what kind of interest there are, and if there are interest, then he knows he can charge more. And Dan Henry certainly has no problem with charging more. He will tell you that himself. In this case, we're dealing with this product called Money Tales, and this is the opt-in page for that. As this is a screenshot, we can't really click on anything, but you can see we have a headline, and then we have a video, and the video runs probably something like 10 minutes. I don't remember exactly, but it's, you know, more than a minute or two, less than half an hour. All right, and then we see that he has a little informational thing about promoting what it can do. We have a two-step order form, and more on that later. And then he goes here and describes how the Money Tales system works, what the client or buyer will need to be doing, what is required, which in this case, email list or social media account, and also a product or an idea for a future product. And then he sets expectations here. He gives you the worst case scenario, which is you try it, it doesn't work, and then he'll refund your money. And then the best case scenario, it keeps on working, and you keep on using it. And so that's the expectation. And then here we have what is essentially the stack, although interestingly, he doesn't do any kind of graphic of the product or product bundle. He just lists what you're going to get. And so we're getting his Money Tales scripts, his deep dive training for Money Tales, his cash from chaos training, his lazy ass outsourcing system. Don't get on me. That's Dan Henry's words. Peak or shoulder for Money Tales exposed. Did organize with the Money Tales Airtable system, and unlock recurring revenue with membership mastery. So he's got several things, several bonuses going on there, even though he's not specifically calling them bonuses. Obviously, you know, we have several things here in addition to the main product. And then got a section down here where he basically sets his own authority. He'll be telling you something about his life and something about how he came to build this product. Now, interestingly enough, there are no testimonials on this page. So it appears he figures that if you're on his email list, you know who he is already. And on Facebook, you've probably seen one of his ads before. So that's kind of interesting that he didn't do any testimonials. But other than that, it's pretty much a straightforward kind of opt-in page with few little things like not having a graphic for the offer stack. but it's pretty not anything too surprising here. Now, of course, when you get here, he has put the order form on the page itself, so there's not a pop-up for that. Now, as I did not purchase this product, I simply looked at the website. We can't get beyond paywall, but we can look at what happens is when we do start filling in information. Go to the second step, and that is going to be here. And as you can see, this is the same opt-in page. All that's changed is that we are now on step 2 of the 2-step order form, and he's included an order bump for Dan's email vault of 95 emails for just $19. So that's as far as we can go as far as what we can see from the screenshots, but that gives you an idea of how he has set up this pay promoting product. And it is the money tail product itself is $29. So basically a $30 product. And then if you wanted to get the upsell, that'd be another $19. And one of the things that Dan Henry has gone to doing, as I said, launching these smaller offers like money tails at a low cost to see how they do and then raise them up. He also has become a fan of, instead of writing a big book, writing small books that you can read in a day. And as he points out, you can pretty much charge the same for a book that can be read in a day as you can for a book that can be read in a week. Where, of course, we're assuming here that we're talking about a digital download like a PDF. So anyway, that's kind of my first foray into breaking down one of these sites and look what's going on. That's pretty much it for right now. I'll do more of these in the future. Some of them may be beyond the paywall. A lot of them are going to be like this one, where we'll come up to the paywall and see what they just did to get people's attention and get them to the interest level where they're willing to pull out their credit card and put their information in. So that's our first page breakdown that we're going to start doing here. And it is again on Dan Henry's Money Tales. I'm working completely with screenshots here. I will see if I can come up with a link for that, which I'm sure I can. If I can, I will include that in the comments. So in case you're interested in pursuing that product, you can do so. I'm not an affiliate of Dan Henry, so I won't be getting money, but since we have talked about this product and some people may be interested in it, I'll go ahead and see if I can get a good link to it, assuming he's still running it, because he may not be running it or he may have changed the price. Just be aware of that. So anyway, this is Tim Willis, and I will talk to you later, and bye.